at the turn of the century. My grandfather came from Texas to Oklahoma, and then they left Oklahoma and came up through Red Deer Valley and then settled in North Battleford. And a lot of his relatives settled in Maidstone. And then there was another wave that went into Amber Valley and Lesser Slave Lake, places like that.
So you have relatives in Maidstone as well as in the well-known communities of Amber Valley?
No, the people that were in Amber Valley were a different wave. Uh, the ones, most of our relatives were in Winnipeg, Maidstone, North Battleford, Prince Albert, and there's a town just outside of Edmonton. I think that's it, yeah. Yes, Keystone, that was it. There was complaints about housing, be an ad in the paper for an apartment. A couple would show up and they say the apartment's rented. So they smelled something, they called me. So what I did is I had another black couple go. They got turned away, so I had a couple of white friends go, and they were accepted. Bang, we nailed them. These people aren't very brilliant. I remember when we moved into an all-white neighborhood, the first thing my dad said was, be careful. There's all these white people here. So, and I never did understand really why he would move out of the protective influence of our neighborhood until I realized that he just wanted something different than what he had. He wanted to get more, each move, better quality housing, more and more. And he did have trouble getting a house in Montgomery. They wouldn't rent to him because it was a black family. And there, at that time, I think there was only 2 black families in all of Montgomery. But we finally got one and we moved there.
And then when you were there, things were fairly okay.
That was where I started fighting in school because of race. When I was a kid growing up, I used to just hang my head when you hear Amos and Andy. Or you see the mammy thing. And I don't look at it that way now because, like my grandmother said, as long as it's honest work. But there were some things like they would see on TV. Every time you saw a black face, it was always shuffling or a servant. And then when Julia came out, Diane Carroll, and broke the mold, that's when I think things started to change. Because then he started seeing black people and as doctors and lawyers and things like this. Then the Black History Month came out, saying, hey, well, did you know that the blood bank was invented by a black man? They go, oh, really? We didn't know they were that smart. And then you start seeing movies where you have blacks in leading roles, like Richard Roundtree in Shaft. That was a major breakthrough in people's attitudes. They go, whoa, blacks are cool.